my blueprint was I basically listened to a lot of Colt's advice.
Sure.
Colt made me join Twitter. I didn't want anything to do with social media.
Well, God
Now
bless
I'm
him
back
for
to
that. Yeah.
But at the time, he was like, get on Twitter, tweet every day. You gotta, like, this is how you're gonna grow your following, this and that. He was ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Colt created the, I'm the reason why Pro Wrestling Tees exists.
I believe it.
Because at the time,
Thanks, by
Colt
the
kept
way.
telling, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Colt
Lot
kept
of
telling
money.
Colt kept telling me, you gotta get t-shirts and sell merch.
Yeah.
Because what happened is in 2012, I stopped my day job. Couldn't work there anymore. Had to go full in wrestling. Wrestling's gonna be my sole source of income.
Sure.
I have a kid. I need it. I need it.
Yeah.
I lost my job. I don't know what to do. Colt's like, get merch. Like, I can't afford it. I can't afford to pay $500 to have all these t-shirts made. I'm like, what do I do? Colt talked to, at the time, the owner of 1 Hour Tees,
Ryan?
Ryan.
Yeah.
And told him, look, he had this idea. It's like, some wrestlers cannot afford to make shirts up ahead of time.
Yeah.
And then they came up with this concept because of me.
Oh,
Because
wow,
Colt was
okay.
trying to help me.
Oh, wow.
And then the first ones on the site were me, Bucks, Colt.
Yeah.
And then the site grew and grew and grew.
I got bummed out, by the way, recently. They took finally, I had been on the storefront forever. And they
Your
finally,
face was still on
me and
there?
Brandy were still on there.
How did no one get furious
So,
about this before?
I joked with him, like, that makes sense. But in my heart, I wanted to tell him, hey, I wish I was still up there. Just because that was such a
I
fun-
also got sad when they took me down after I
Yeah.
left. Yeah.
It was a fun thing.
We were the pioneers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that exists, so many people, not just wrestlers anymore, so many people, what you're talking about specifically is making a ton of shirts versus a print to order system.
On demand.
On demand.
Yeah.
So, hey, they want 40, they want 300 shirts have been ordered overnight. Great. We can print them versus making them, sending them to them, you paying for them and having to go out and sell them all.
Yeah, because it's an investment. You're taking a gamble.
You're
if you do it
taking a
that
gamble,
way.
yeah.
But then, for me, what was amazing about that website was from that point on, Ring of Honor got mad at me at the time. Joe Koff, bless him, great guy. But we got into it about it because at that time, all I would say was, this is my version of the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak, which I've sold a shirt every single day since that website opened. And every day I would tweet.
Streak.
I would tweet, the streak's, I think today's the day that the streak ends. And always somebody would go, oh, I'll go buy a shirt.
Yeah.
Which I never lied. Not once did I tweet, I think the streak's ending today.
Yeah.
If a shirt had been sold that day. But if I tweeted, haven't sold a shirt today, I think the streak's over.
Somebody would show up.
Not just one person would though, because everybody would want to help. So I'd sell 50 shirts just like that.
Crazy.
I was paying my rent.
Yeah.
Every month I wouldn't have to worry about my rent anymore because of this. Anyway, so the blueprint was I followed Colt's advice, and then after I left, the Bucks, they had made themselves into this entity, this act that it didn't matter where they were going. They were must see. People were going to pay money to see them.
Yep.
And on the independent scene, that was a rare.
Oh my God.
It was a rare thing.
Yeah.
That to the point where I remember 2CW. You've wrestled for 2CW. This guy Josh.
think.
Anyway, I loved working for them. They literally were trying to book the Bucks. They were trying to book the Bucks for one of their shows. Couldn't book them Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. They were just too busy. Sundays, So they put a show on a Tuesday.
Oh.
And they called it, we're having a show on a Tuesday night because it's literally the only date the Young Bucks were available for.
Yeah.
And they sold out on a Tuesday night in the middle of the school week.
Yeah.
So that's why when you left, I said, these are the guys you need to, at that point I'd been back in WWE a year and a half, 2 years, so I wasn't super in touch with the independent scene anymore. I don't know what changed, I don't know what hasn't, but I know what hasn't changed is that these guys are the most successful.
Yeah.
And they'll help you, because I know they're good guys, they're great guys. They will help you. And, God, couldn't have guessed what would come out of it. But
It's uncharted.
your face is on a vodka bottle.
Cheers to Mad Nick.
All right.
Cheers, for
love
sure.
them.
They deserve that. You mentioned a bunch of stuff that I wanted to kind of like jump in on, but one of them was the face of the independents. You were the face, Colt was the face, they were the face.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that moment. Who do you think now in 2025 is the face of the independents?
Man, I can't tell you because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't follow it enough. And I do, like, I'm a huge wrestling fan. I try to follow as much wrestling as I can.
Yeah.
Everything's changed so much.
It really has. It really
It
has.
almost feels, and I know I'm going to get, in relative trouble for this with the fans.
Oh, buddy.
But
Welcome to my life.
it almost feels like there is no independent scene anymore. And I know there is. I just don't know enough about it because it's just not what it used to be. A lot of it is because independent talents of the last few years have been signed to
They're
national,
somewhere.
so
There somewhere.
I don't know. And I'm not saying there's no independent standouts. I just don't know. I just don't know them. And, probably a lot of it is I have less time to pay attention to wrestling.
Yeah.
But I wish I had an answer. I really don't. I don't really know who's out there.
I feel like, so here's something that's kind of caused me a little bit of pause, is looking at it, and that spot was very clear, what you just described. Colt, Kevin, it was clear because anytime a promotion couldn't get you on a date, I remember for me it was Wrestle Circus. They couldn't get me, and I said, this is the one date.
Texas?
Yep. I said, this is the one date I have. Can you do this? I know it doesn't fit. And they said for that they made a show for me to come to. And I remember I had a bunch of caveats, like we did at Austin Pets Alive. I had shelter dogs and rescue dogs there. And one of the Basset Hounds, he got brought home. I was so happy because he was walking around with like a Adopt Me vest on amongst hardcore wrestling fans. I'm like, please, someone adopt this Basset Hound. And the girl, this is crazy. There's photos of it. The girl from Austin Pets Alive got in the ring with me after to say, hey, this Chihuahua, some rescue Chihuahua. And I had done a tax spot. So there's tacks. There's one in the back of my head. There's one in my elbow. I'm bleeding from my back. And I could see her face. She was shaking when she got in the ring. Like, what is this? And why do they want the dogs? And I was like, yeah, like the wrestling fans love dogs. They love dogs. They love cats. Like, and ended up a couple dogs went home that night. But yeah, that's always a huge moment. So I would say I'd shout out, and I know you're going to be like, "Arr." I think Matt Cardona has held the spot. But what concerns me is
Why would I be?
I don't know. You and him had kind of a rocky
No,
relationship.
we don't.
Right?
I
No,
love Matt.
Oh,
the
good.
only
All
thing
right.
I'll say is,
I didn't know that.
for a guy who loves being on the indies so much, he sure talks about how much he wants to be back in WWE a lot. That's all. Can't call yourself king of the indies and you're going out there telling people, I don't know why WWE hasn't signed me. I don't get it. If I was them, I definitely would have signed me. Are you happy or not, dude? That's it.
Yeah.
I love Matt. No problems. Don't like his tan. Told him this to his
You don't
face.
like a good wrestler, Tan?
No, Braun Breaker should be arrested.
What are you offended about Braun's tan? Is it more the color, or is it the fact that he is not putting his arms up in the tanning bed?
None of it's good.
Okay.
None of it's good.
You don't like the tan?
No, dude, you weren't born that color. I understand if you want to be a little darker.
Bro, I've wrestled
But
you
you
where I'm
can't-
like 8 shades darker.
Yeah, what do you mean? You've done it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sure I would have judged you at that time too, but I happened to didn't see those.
Yeah.
But also, if your tan looks like it could rub off on someone else,
Yeah.
it's too much.
Yeah.
You know what I fucking hate the most is when I go in the locker room, try to go to the restroom before a match. I'm walking. I've got my boots.
the slip. Okay.
Layer of fake tanner
So
on
what
the
you're
ground.
specifically describing is quick tan, which
Sure.
is what...
I don't care what the method is. Anything that makes you look like that and then you don't clean up after yourself. Or
It's hard to clean up.
what about the guys who go trim their beards or their armpits in front of the mirror before
Yeah.
the show and
Yeah.
just leave the hair there?
No good.
Psychopaths.
Okay, so you're mentioning Quick Tan, which is a product that a lot of wrestlers use, and I've used it before. It's a really fine mist, but it does get on the floor
That's
where
right.
you can't see it, and it is slippery
That's right.
as can be.
It's disgusting.
So
dude.
wrestlers who
and then
use
it ends
Quick
up
Tan-
on it ends up on the ring because you walk in it, or you guys sweat it off.
So-
ends up in the ring everywhere.
Depends on when you put it on. The wrestler you're talking about specifically, the one who's causing a slippery floor and a mess, is the dude who throws it on 30 minutes.
Everyone, dude.
Not everyone.
I should be doing this shit, and no. Who am I fooling?